We want to thank this group and our next panel, panel 3, Mr. Tom Balanoff, representing the Service of Employees Union Local 1, Stacey Davis Gates, the Chicago Teachers Union, and Mr. Henry Primero, Unite Here Local 1.
Thank you very much, Congressman Rush and Congressman Davis, for having this forum. Our union represents food service managers and custodians throughout the public school system. Our members will be adversely impacted. Several hundred will lose their jobs. There's a number of points I want to make today. I'm watching the 5 minutes, so I'm going to go through this. First of all, there's no reason for the city to go, for the CPS to go about closing these schools. But we need to understand when they do this, there's broader impact in the communities. It addresses more equally serious issues that are affecting the city. We'll lose several hundred members. Altogether, I think the unions are going to speak here with these closing. It's close to 3,500 members, $220 million taken out of communities. Our members work in these communities that need resources, that need jobs, that need good paying jobs, will be gone. This is not we need to understand. We've had a crisis. Unemployment is going down in this country, but not in Chicago. It's going the opposite direction. The 9.5% is going up. The impact on communities is devastating. But you need to also understand this not only affects our members as workers, but it also affects them as parents. The unions are going to speak here today. When we put families and spouses together, it's several hundred thousand people that we're talking about. There's no doubt that their children will be in peril. We can listen to what the mayor says, we can listen to what the head of CPS says, listen to what the FOP says, listen to what the cops on the street say. The FOP has said that they do this and they move tens of thousands of kids are going to be in peril. That's the fact. We need to take that into consideration. This is all about an effort to charterize the Chicago public school system. Not just about the schools, it's about all the schools. They want to charterize, and I will tell you what, mark my words, some of the schools they closed, they're not going to board up. They're going to turn around and open up as charter schools. Maybe some of the kids in that community can get in, most of them won't be able to. They want to charterize the schools. This so-called education reform is about creating a system that we take care of 20% of the kids in this city, in this country, because we need scientists, we need engineers, and the other 80%, well, whatever happens, happens. That's wrong, that's not right, that's not what we're about. The other thing is charterization. It's not just the non-profits. There's profit charterized schools. This is wrong. We know what's wrong with healthcare in this country. There's too much profit. Do not put profit in public education. That's not going to benefit anybody other than profiteers. We need to understand the impact this has in terms of what's happening in communities throughout this city. We have a huge housing problem. The city of Chicago is #1 in foreclosures. Communities throughout the city are falling apart because houses are being closed through foreclosure. Evictions are on the rise. We all know what happens when you board up houses. It takes about 3 days for someone to come in and take anything of value out. It takes about 3 more days for homeless, oftentimes, most of the time, drug users to take over those houses. It brings down the whole community. Closing these schools, which are a center of many of these communities, brings them down even further. Homeowners throughout all of these are adversely affected. It's not going to help them. It doesn't help the communities. They are falling apart. And I will tell you what, we need to understand what this real issue is about. What this real issue is about is that education, public education in the city, in the state, in this country is not equal. It is not equal because it is based on funding. Funding is not equal. It is based on property taxes. We know every poor community, every working class community is not going to be able to fund as well as others. Recently, a reporter said to me, Tom, you understand public education has failed. I said, not in New Trier. Not $10 away. And why not? Because New Trier spends $3 to every $1 that's spent here in Chicago. We need to have, and this is at a real federal level, this is an issue you all, as congressmen and senators, should really deal with. We need real equal education in this country. We need to change the way it's funded. Every student in Chicago should have what every student has in this year. Thank you very much.
Ms. Davis-Gates.
Thank you, Congressman. Good morning. I would like